Hello, I am Sir Yesterday, and today we are going to be talking about the true story behind the song Praise the Lord and Pass the Ammunition. Frank Loesser was the original writer in 1942 as a response to the Pearl Harbor bombings the year before. It was recorded by several bands, including the Merry Macs and the Jubalaires, but the most popular by far was Kay Kisser and his orchestra, who hit top of the billboards with over 450,000 records sold in the first 2 months. Which I know by modern standards that's not a lot, but you gotta factor in that these were the records that you bought back then. One record on each side. So, a little harder to push that than a YouTube video. It has also appeared in several video games over the years, including Mafia 2, Bioshock 2, and more recently Fallout 76. A few these days know the song was actually inspired by a true story, at least in part. The real chaplain's name was Lieutenant Howell M. Forgy. Lieutenant Forgy was stationed aboard the USS New Orleans during the World War II bombing of Pearl Harbor. Now, the ship was in Pearl Harbor because the turbine needed to be replaced, meaning that they were without electricity because, don't forget, this is the era where it was always uphill both ways. Once the bombing started, the men formed up an ammunition line to get the ammo to where it needed to go. And this is where Forgy comes in. As Forgy saw the stress the men were going under, what with, the sudden bombing and being in the dark, the spirits were a little low, to say the least. So Forgy began to pat them on the back and say to them encouragingly to praise the Lord and pass the ammunition, boys. Simple enough words of encouragement, but given the fact they wrote songs about it, it suggests how much it was appreciated given the moment. In fact, a statement given by one of the officers in charge of the ammunition lines said, "I heard a voice behind me saying, 'Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition.' I turned and saw Chaplain Forgy walking towards me along the line of men. He was patting them on the back and making that remark to cheer them up and keep them going. I know it helped me a lot too." Interestingly enough, Forgy's words were actually an adaptation of a motto that he used daily in his life already: "Praise the Lord and shame on the devil." Forgy continued to serve through the rest of World War II and ultimately rose to the rank of commander before retiring in 1946. In the years following World War II, he adapted his message and referred to the ammunition as financial aid and help that the missionaries being sent out to third world nations need in order to spread peace throughout the world, as many times missionaries find themselves without the financial capabilities to actually help the people in the circumstances they are in, leaving us to be the lifeline to pass the ammunition. And while the song is definitely more glamorous than the reality, as he wasn't exactly the son of a gunner that the song made him out to be, he is still quite the hero, as given the nature of the Pearl Harbor bombing, it is understandable that many of the men would have been completely thrown off and overwhelmed with the situation going on, making Forgy's words of encouragement all the more meaningful and impactful. Well, that's our video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment, like, and subscribe for more of my content in the future, as we'll be doing plenty more random history videos. Hope you like them.